VR.
What?
Like VR right there.
Hey, Cohen and I are here. We're waiting on two others. We're going to have a guest on the show today. And so Chase is bringing a guest. She's pretty cool. She's a friend of ours, so she'll be on the show. So I'm going to try to stall the main topic until they get here, because Chase is kind of crucial to the whole topic itself. And I've informed Cohen on what it is, but we'll go over that later. For right now, Cohen had junior prom. When was that?
Yeah, it was this Saturday. Man, I had to dance in the promenade again, even though I'm a senior. That wasn't fun.
That's funny. No, I was looking at a bunch of those photos for the promenade, and I was like, that sucks. I did that one year, and it was dumb. That was the year you did it too.
Yeah,
so we both did that. It was all right. But
the only good thing about it was that it was shorter than last year.
Yeah, that's so cringy. I'm not one to do that stuff, but
yeah.
Oh man, I remember back in my when I was a freshman, they had they had a competition, and I think that was the time that that might have been my senior year. I can't remember, but they had the water bottle flipping contests, and I went up there and I was I was the first one. You had to drink the water and then just flip the bottle and make it land. I was the first one to do it, and so
that was probably my freshman year. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, they it was funny because when I did it, they were like, "Oh, we didn't say go," and I'm like, "I've already done it. I'm not doing it again." So I won that, but they'll probably deny it. They'll be like, "No, he didn't. He didn't win that." So
yeah, I remember they just barely announced the thing, and then you just flipped the bottle and landed it.
Yeah,
it was first try too.
Yeah, it was funny. Good times. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the band, and how we've stayed together for I don't know how many years. What are your plans after college? After college?
More college.
What's your plans after high school?
Well, college is my plans, but I want to try to get as many performances as we can this summer.
Yeah, this summer is going to be crucial. We got to get a bunch lined up. I'll have to do that. And yeah, I'm excited. This, and I actually have a idea for a riff. I'll show you later.
Yeah, all right.
I think my favorite songs because for the listeners and the viewers and whatever, the band was started by me, kind of. I started my band OCD, Our Crazy Dream, and then we broke it off in October 2016, I think, was the year I ended OCD, and then I turned it over to Cohen and said, here's this, you can do with it what you want, it's your baby at this point. So and Cohen's really changed the sound, which is a good thing. I had my sound, he has his sound, but the nice thing with Cohen is when the sounds are it's a different thing, but we like the same music, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
My favorite songs from the stuff that you've done are the stuff that we both kind of worked on, and it later became finished, and you worked on it. Is the Will of One and The Politician are my favorite songs, just because I helped write them and work on those. So
yeah,
that's fun.
The Will of One is definitely probably our most popular one.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I enjoy it. There's Sell the Sun. I like that one. There's some. It's just good riffs. And that's the thing, is finding you don't want to have the same sound, because you'll stick with with our I tried to switch it up. No, and it's hard to do when you're sticking with the songs that I was doing. It was very, you could take the chords and you could actually match it to a different song. The lyrics would work just fine. But with yours, you've got all kinds of different things, and that's why I like it. There's a whole different sound is, you can't match these lyrics with this song, so that's a
Yeah.
nice thing. We talked about songwriting processes a few episodes back on like how we write our songs and stuff, and everybody does it different. It's interesting. Each of the band members has a different way of writing stuff. So right now, excuse me. Right now, I'm just struggling. Like I'm in a dry spill where I can't think of lyrics for the songs I want to write, and I think that's just because I haven't solidified the chords and stuff yet. I haven't come up with the sound that I want yet for the song itself. So there was one you were working on, the riff you were working on.
Was it that one with the chromatic bit?
Yeah. You're just barely working on that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I haven't finished the music for the song either, but I've wrote the verses really.
Yeah, that's cool. And don't you write words first, or how do you?
I usually I write the music first,
Yeah.
but I don't write the entire song first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you doing that. Yeah. You get like half of it done, and then from that you work off what you have and create from there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool way of doing it. So yeah, for the life of me, just I'm like struggling to get lyrics, and like I said, I haven't found that rhythm yet, and I think a lot of it has to do with I switched to rapping and that style, and I'll get in the rap style, and it's the two genres don't mix at all. You can't. So that I got to go back to that rock mentality and switch back, which I haven't done in 3 years or something. It's been a while, so I think that's where the biggest trouble is. But
yeah, if you combine the two, you pretty much just get Limp Bizkit or like
or Rage Against the Machine or
Korn. Most of their Follow the Leader album, not Follow the Leader. Yeah, Follow the Leader. Most of that album.
Good evening, dillweeds. Have seats. Grab mics.
I heard Follow the Leader, and I assume we're talking about Korn.
Kind of. You should probably take that one.
Yes. Switch.
Wow.
The fuzzy one is yours. Yes, because he's loud. So, ladies and gentlemen, our guest of the show. You can remain nameless if you want, or we can.
I don't care. Hi, I'm Shelly.
Shelly. So, yes, Shelly is in the house.
Bruce.
How are you guys doing today?
It's going all right, Just one of those days.
Yeah.
Wish I could sleep all day.
Speaking of Limp Bizkit, it's just one of those days.
Yep. So, today I was just about to actually start our main topic, but I was saving it for you guys, and you just showed up right on time. So that's good. So last night I got a call from the local sheriff's office. So let me give you the rundown of what happened last night. I went to the local gas station down here on the north end, and a certain someone that our band knows really well, she was actually a conflict between Chase and I. I think Chase knows exactly who it is right now. And Chase and I are cool about it. He's had trouble with her. I've had trouble with her. The whole band is just kind of like, eh. Well, here's what went down. Last night I went to go get a snack, and so I see her. She doesn't like me at all, so she goes in the back and hides, right? What happens was I seen her, I knew she didn't like me. So there's customers waiting in line. And I thought, what, I'll just leave so she can do her job. I got mad and like slammed the door and then left. And anyway, the officer called me like last night at 9:00 and was like, hey, what's your relationship with this person? And I explained that she had been, she hung out with the band members, and her and I kind of had a thing, and then this other guy, Chase, had anyway, so I explained everything, and he said, well, she's pressing charges that you're stalking her. So anyway, I'm just, it's not confirmed yet if anything's going to happen, but I'm just blown away. I'd never talked to her, first off, and if she is there, I was the better man. I left. I didn't want anything to do with that, so I left. And it's just I can't fathom how dumb people are. They're like, oh, he's here. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on?
I feel like if you're gonna stalk somebody, you should do it in Flowell, where all the corn is, so you can hide. No, I'm just kidding. Don't stalk. That's bad.
There's like 3 people in Flowell. Who are you gonna stalk there?
The
Right.
3
Right.
people in Flowell. Just saying though, you could get away with it easy because as soon as they look out the window, just dive in the tall
Run
grass.
through the corn.
I hate tall grass.
corn. I need to listen to more corn.
Corn is a really good album.
Yeah.
Album.
Corn's
Good.
a really good
Corn
album.
Corn has
Corn.
really good albums, but it's not
They
really
really
good.
do.
Great.
Corn is a great album, you
What's
know.
funny is I'm actually friends with said person who you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Texting me throughout the entire thing, just like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, what? He's not stalking you.
No,
Yeah, it's like she was telling me that earlier today, actually, and I'm like, "There's no way."
I don't. If she's there, I leave because I don't want to deal with her. And now this happened. So, it's so dumb. So that's what I'm dealing with, and
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes. I don't know. I'll have to hear your side of the story later. But Chase, what do you think of her? I mean, we're not name dropping anybody, of course, because but
Right. I'll have to like focus my brain on that,
Yeah.
so I don't say a name. But like, I don't know. It's different with me though because like she's still chill about me for some reason. That's probably because I hang out with Dave, but but I don't know. I try not to get like involved in that kind of stuff, and if she ever tries to pull that, I just leave. You know,
Yep.
you know what I mean. I just don't even do anything about it. Really,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. You know what like I just don't. I
yeah.
I don't put up with people's shit.
That's I don't know. It's extremely frustrating to not be able to go somewhere to get something, because of somebody that doesn't like you. It's extremely frustrating. So it's so dumb. Like the first time I found out she was actually working there, the lady, her coworker, come out running after me. She's like, "You can't ever come here." Like she, when she's working, and it's like, I don't have her work schedule. I don't know when she's working or not. That was a situation last night. I didn't know she was working. I seen she was working. She didn't, want to see me at all. So then I just left. But it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Man. And that was the other thing. Like once you do something bad in this town, you are labeled.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's permanent. Like people, the first thing they think of, they see me, they're like, "Oh, that's the kid that did this and this." And it's like, oh man, welcome to local small town America. It's a mess.
Welcome to small town bullshit.
It's small town bullshit. Yeah, I actually tweeted about that. I said, "Small town bullshit is about to bite me in the ass again." So, oh man, learning to walk again.
Where did you get a Rubik's Cube?
It was
Sitting on
It
the
was just chilling. It was just killing by Ted Bundy. No, I'm just kidding. It was just chilling, and it was finished, so I wanted to work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
Never have successfully solved
Really?
one, but one day I will get to that.
I
Yeah.
can't figure out the pattern to do it at all.
Yeah.
Just peel the stickers off, put them back in.
Very true.
My uncle did one time. He's like, "Here, hold on," and then he like went in the other room and just went like. And then my other uncle's like, "Here, give me that," and then he actually solved
Solved
it.
it. It's really easy. The pattern I use is a triple pattern. You do one back, one over, and then up. And I don't know why it works. It just does. And it's weird. You sit there watching Supernatural, just doing it your own thing. So yeah, I love Supernatural. I'm like hooked on it right now. What?
Being a girl, Supernatural has a total different meaning as to why I'm like hooked on it.
Oh well, yeah. You're looking at who's your
Jared
favorite?
Padalecki?
Not even that. Not even that they're just hot. It's a good show in general too. Like the action is amazing, but when you're a girl or even like attracted to like that gender, it's just like holy damn.
Right. What was I gonna say? The shows I'm watching on Netflix right now consist of Supernatural, Criminal Minds,
Super criminal natural.
Super
minds.
Criminal Natural Minds,
Criminatural.
Criminatural.
Vampire Diaries, and I might start the originals. I don't know. I'm waiting because here's the problem. Oh yeah, and The Walking Dead. I can't forget The Walking Dead. If I start a series, I've got to finish it. I can't just stop watching it. I've got to finish it. The only series that I've actually finished was Sons of Anarchy, and I'm up to date with. Well, no, I've finished 3 of them. I'm up to date on Game of Thrones. I finished Sons of Anarchy, and I've watched all the way through The Walking Dead up to the current season. So, but that's because The Walking Dead's been like in the family forever. When it started, my dad was like, "Oh, let's watch this," and then we watched it. Season 1 and just haven't stopped. So what's a show that you're just hooked on that you like to watch a lot?
Well, for me, it's Shameless. Shameless is a great show.
I've heard about Shameless, but I've never watched it.
Orange is the New Black is also a
I've
good
seen
one.
that one, yeah.
Gosh,
I mean-
actually, I have to think now. Me and Cohen hardly watch shows, so.
Right.
I watch Fairly Odd Parents still every once in a while. but-
SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah,
SpongeBob,
definitely.
yeah.
SpongeBob is my life, dude.
Alright.
Just kidding. I'm not kidding. Actually, I'm gonna own that shit.
Yeah.
What I don't know. The one that I watch a lot is always like comedy sitcoms,
Yeah.
like Big Bang Theory and that
Oh
70s
yeah.
show.
Oh, I love the Big Bang Theory.
Those are
Last-
just,
Everybody
last
loves the Big
season.
Bang Theory.
Last season.
yeah.
Sad
Well,
to see it
I'm
go.
kind. I'm
It's-
I'm not sad about it because they've clearly run out of ideas,
Right,
and it's
right,
not
yeah.
that good anymore. But
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
Yeah.
it's sad, but at the same time, it's drug on so long. How many seasons are there? 8?
13.
13?
Yeah, because I remember season 10 a couple years ago. They're like, we're done. And then they made a vote. They're like, do you want a season 11? And there was a 100% unanimous yes.
Jeez.
So
Okay.
they made season 11, and then they did the same thing with season 12.
That's funny.
and then
Just
they're,
kinda
and then they're
milked it
just
out.
kind of like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Because it's drug on
It's
for
drug
so
on
long.
Yeah, it's like Fairly Odd Parents. They've got 10 seasons and 5 of them are good.
Yeah.
Big Bang
I
Theory, the first 8 are good, I'd say.
Yeah.
And the rest are just kind of filler after that.
Yeah.
I just when I'm watching Supernatural, they're in their 14th season and they're still going.
I mean, how about The Simpsons? Freaking season 34
Right.
or whatever.
Well, and they've changed voice actors through the years and stuff, but
Right.
yeah, it's impressive for sure to keep it the show running that long. And to keep an audience.
It was set up that way from the beginning. Though.
Yeah.
Like where you could just write it about anything you wanted and it would work.
Right. Yeah.
One Bayside and just go.
I thought Supernatural only had 13 seasons.
Nope. They're on their 14th, and they're working on 15. It's crazy. They like I looked it up. They're not stopping until the actors are like, all right, I'm tired of this, and they're loving it. What do you want? Oh, it's Jordan. Of course, Jordan.
What do you want?
Interrupt me. So speaking of Jordan, we figured out. I finally got the iMessage games. I've never done them before until like this week, and I figured them out, and it's a lot of fun. Jordan wrecks me most of the time at most of them, except paintball. He's lost to me at paintball. He beat me at Battleship. Let's see. I beat him at tanks. What else did I beat him? I think he's won 4 and I've won like 3.
I actually haven't done the iMessage games either.
Yeah, no, they're fun. They are fun. It's just you at work you can take your turn and on
I've never done iMessage.
Samsung over here.
Samsung S8 Plus yesterday.
Oh really? You
Yeah.
got another one then?
I got
too?
a new one because I kind of sort of broke my phone. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, sounds
I was
good.
there for the breaking.
Oh, that's fun. You make sure that's on, yeah.
Okay, I wonder why you can't hear me.
I wonder why. Oh man. So I was listening to Iron Butterfly today, and they have some weird music.
Yeah, they're
I-
funky.
I've never, I know Indogata Davida. That's how I learned,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
how I heard of them. And I'm like, I'm going to listen to this whole album. and it was weird. I'm like, what?
I did the same thing, and I just remember sitting there like, wow, none of these are as good as Inagata
Yeah.
Vida.
Indagata La Vida is a 15-something minute song. It's so long. It beats Iron Maiden's longest song, and that's crazy.
No, Iron Maiden song is songs on their new one, and it's 18 minutes.
Really? Which one?
Book of Souls. I don't remember which one it's called.
Maybe the red and the red and the black's only 12 minutes, but
I don't remember. I think there's one that's 18 minutes, but we'll have to research that.
yeah, I'll look it up later.
Feels like 30 hours,
Yeah.
but
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
yeah, seriously.
That's what, a 10-minute song or something?
13:48, I think.
Yeah, it's
Almost
long.
14.
It's a long song. Longest song you've ever heard?
Oh, so cute. No, just kidding. I think the longest song I've heard is it wasn't the studio version. It was a live version,
Oh.
and it was the live version of Tom Petty's "It's Good to Be King."
Oh.
I think he made it like 15 minutes long, but the original song is like 3.5 minutes.
That's funny.
Yeah, but he
Just
just
stretched it out.
soloed the crap. Like everybody had a 3-minute solo, and it was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
But that's the longest one I've heard, and it was kind of hard to listen to because it was just solo.
Colin, what about you? Longest song?
Well, Casey showed me like a 20-minute song by Porcupine Tree once.
Jeez.
I listened.
20 minutes.
That's a song. That's crazy.
That is.
It's a podcast at that point.
It's an audio book at that
It's
point.
an audiobook. Shelly, longest song you've ever heard?
I can't remember the name of it, but it was by Tool.
Okay.
I thought I died because I like took a nap and like woke up and it was still playing, and I was like, what is this?
That's funny.
Tool has some long ass
They
songs.
do.
They really do.
I need to get back into Tool. I used to listen to them.
I grew up on Tool, so I'm just constantly listening to them with like my dad and my stepmom.
Did they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they finish their album?
Good news. Tool's releasing a new album sometime between now and like 2064.
Did they?
It's accurate.
Watch, like on his deathbed, he'll finally have it done.
Drop it.
Just drop it for no reason.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I just lost the question I was going to ask. Oh, that's what it was. Can you fall asleep listening to music?
It
It
depends on
actually makes it easier.
It depends on the music.
Yeah.
Because for me, if it's like I can fall asleep to like Offspring
Really?
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but I cannot fall asleep at all to stuff like Weezer or Tom
Oh,
Petty's
yeah.
Down to Torpedoes because all the songs are just really good.
Yeah.
So I try not to
hype you
fall
up and
asleep.
stuff.
Yeah, so I try not to sleep so I can hear the whole album. You know what I mean? But it makes a good back. Like if you turn it down like so it's just barely going and then you just sleep. That's really good.
Yeah, just some white noise in the background.
Some back noise in the white ground.
Yes.
And see, it helps too because if you can focus on the music, you're not like focusing on your own thoughts.
Right.
That
Yeah.
way, if I don't have music, I usually just listen to my clock on the wall, and that helps a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drives some people insane though to just hear the clock on the wall.
Oh, I hate that noise. But I can literally fall asleep in any condition ever. Like screaming, gunshots, sirens. I can sleep in it. Fall asleep like that.
That's good.
Can you fall
and
asleep
see,
with the lights on? That's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm the only one in my family that can do that. But
I
don't do it
can.
often.
It's of course easier to have them off, but I
Right.
can. Definitely. The weirdest place you've slept. Like
That's a good question. I don't know the weirdest place I've slept, but I know the weirdest place someone has slept at my house.
oh, really?
Yeah, we
In the fish tank.
yeah, yeah, they face first in the toilet. It was no, it was when I used to be friends with this person. I'm not gonna name drop, but they had us sleep over at our house once, and we stayed up late anyway. But I finally got tired. I was like, dude, I'm going to bed. See you later.
Right.
And then it was like 3 a.m. And then I woke up and he wasn't anywhere to be found. I was like, oh crap, where'd you go?
Right.
And I'm looking around everywhere and I'm like, dude, where are you? Just like in my room. He goes, what? Like really tired. I look, he slept under my bed. He
What?
just rolled under and just slept under my bed.
Mini bunk bed. All right.
Yeah, it was like one of those twin beds, and it was like if this is the ground, he had like this much room.
That's good.
So he just rolled under and slept under my bed.
That's funny. Mine was just because of a dare. I slept in my trunk. It's not comfortable. There's no leg
Talk
room.
about suffocation too. Like,
Yeah.
like, imagine at some point you woke up with the biggest headache of your life.
Oh well, it wasn't that bad because there's airflow through the seals and whatever. But
Oh, that's true.
I was just like, I was all scrunched up. Like,
Thankfully, I'm like
I hate-
short and small enough that I can fit in pretty weird spaces.
I fit in the trunk just fine, but I like to stretch I gotta have my legs out when I'm sleeping. I can't I can fall asleep in a chair. I just have to have my legs.
I mean, did you try laying like kind of like diagonal then, from like one
kind
corner
of,
to the
yeah,
other?
but I'm
See, I
still.
could probably lay like that and be perfectly fine and have enough to walk.
I was Layla. I was.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. It was all right, but that was a dare. I hate losing dares
Yeah, I
too.
think the weirdest place I slept was when I went to Vegas to see System of a Down, and all the hotels were booked because of that concert.
Oh right.
And so I asked, it was like 3 a.m. I went to Mesquite, and there was a Holiday Inn, and that was like my last straw, like if they didn't have any spots, I was just gonna be all pissed off the rest of the night.
Right.
And they didn't. They're like, but you can sleep in the parking lot.
Oh.
So I just we went to Walmart and bought blankets and
That's funny.
shit. And then we just went to sleep in the bed of my truck at 3:30 in the morning in Nevada. That was weird.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I've slept in my car before. It's just easier that I went up north for business stuff back in the day and just it was Friday. I had to be there Saturday morning at 10. I'm like, I don't want to buy a room. I'll just park behind this, back here and just sleep in it. Yeah, I've done that. I actually keep cars in my blankets. I keep cars in my blankets, guys.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
do I.
And then,
That's my motor running.
yeah. Anyway, so keep the blankets in my cars, and then if anything happens, I get stranded on the roadside or something. I've got blankets. I can sleep in the car. Stay warm.
That's why I have a random sleeping bag in my truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It works. Cohen, what about you? Have you slept anywhere weird place?
Well, last week of school last year, I slept in my office, which is the guitar room.
Guitar room,
Yeah.
Cohen's office, Dave's office. That's
Mm.
funny.
Why'd you sleep in there?
Well, because there was no one there really. Casey was asleep in the room on the other side of the band room. So.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I've stayed at high school overnight because we were working on a project for this guy's movie thing. I actually wrote the soundtrack to it, but we had to do it. It was a thing where we had to do it we had to finish the movie in 24 hours. We created a movie, and I wrote the soundtrack for it. Oh, that sucked. The soundtrack was good, but writing music in a 24-hour period, and I had to do 9 tracks for 9 different scenes. Ugh. No, that was
awful.
rough. But yeah, so I think that'll be good for today's episode. Thank you guys for being here, everybody being here. We're going. I almost forgot the social media pages. Check us out on the JH Show 1 at Twitter. You can find Jordan and I's Twitter handles there at JADHOD31 and at SpiderJLink. Email us at the JH Show Podcast at gmail.com. Check out the subreddit the JH Show, and I don't think I'm forgetting. There might be something. YouTube. Oh, duh. Thank you, Chase. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The JH Show. And yeah, that's all of them. So thank you guys for being here. Subscribe. And thank you for being here. Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the podcast.